Hello YouTube, this is the second part and the final part of the Atlantean campaign, the New Atlantis. Now, I will not lie to you, there will likely be resets, and so I'm going to handle it in one of two ways. A, I'm either going to just cut the losing parts out, or I'm just going to link you to the time frame where I actually do the level properly. Depends if you want to see the fails or not. I'll think about where I'm going from that. Anyway, the levels you're likely to see me fail are Cerberus, and that's actually about it. Every other level I could possibly fail at has passed. Because Rampage is quite easy, making Amends actually is easy, Atlantis Betrayed is wonderful, although it is possible to fail Atlantis Betrayed just because of some other crap. War of the Titans is also easy, you just have Kronos play tag. So, you know, that'll be a piece of cake. Anyway, Betrayal at Sikyos is also a very easy level. It's actually easier on Titan because Caster can't lose his bloody base. I'm gonna pull his head off! Hello, Ajax.
Be quiet back there.
Amonra, what are you doing here?
We've come for Castor.
Us too. When I find him, I'm gonna pull his head off.
No, he is not our enemy. I think he is being tricked. We must find him.
What was that?
Hello, Titan Prometheus. Made man out of clay.
What happened?
Oh jeez, Caster, maybe if you thought.
What is that?
That is a Titan. Only the lesser ones can escape Tartarus now. But soon, they'll free the others.
No, this can't be.
The power of the Olympian gods was the only thing keeping the Titans imprisoned. Fortunately, you went around destroying their temples and killing their followers. Now the Olympians can no longer hold them.
Plot hole there.
Why would you do this?
Oh, I didn't do it, Caster. You did.
There he is!
Castor has betrayed us all. Kill him!
Odin is not a fucking Olympian.
Look, asked you. What? Those are Atlanteans.
We have to hold our ground and hope that Castor can as well.
Yeah, well.
I doubt that thing is going to just sit back and let us build a base.
Yeah, I will not lie, Prometheus is a Titan
That area is more
you would actually have a little sympathy for. Alright. I doubt that thing is just gonna sit back and let us build a base. So, easy mission, we just gotta hold on, send 3 rocks to Castor, and that's it. All we are going to be mainly doing is getting a few farmers and a good chunk of gold gatherers. Oh, and some mummies, because, you know, free minions always is fun. Didn't Odin get crippled in the Titans campaign while Egypt that got ruined? I mean, we just destroyed Odin's temples, and we just took relics from Egypt.
Destroying the entire city.
Apart from that. Egypt gets wrecked by Cerberus, though. Which also doesn't make fucking sense. Cerberus is not a goddamn Titan. See, this is what I mean by plot holes in this goddamn campaign. They couldn't just use the real Mythos. I mean, there are a bunch of other Titans they could have potentially used. What about Hyperion, for example? I mean, you didn't have to make him a minor god. Get that, get that, get that. And the one level where you can actually heal the Son of Osiris is the most hardest level ever. I mean, why the hell would you want to do it? No, Gaia was a primordial. She was the Earth itself. Okay, wait, I need to get 3 rocks first.
In which you are there.
Yeah, use the names that people know. You're not wrong, Mike, here. But it's still frustrating to see it happen. Look at that, like, he's just trying to shoot lightning and he doesn't get a chance because Prometheans are weak. Yeah, because, like everything, it's a retelling, it's a dramatization kind of thing. They take liberties, it's creative liberty. I mean, I don't fault them for it, it's just something that people that kind of look up this kind of stuff will notice. Manra, what the hell are you doing up there? Alright, the downside is now that that heroes use your default stance in the options, and that's defensive, so Manra's gonna jump and then keep walking back until I keep setting her to aggressive. When farms only cost 40 gold. I mean, weren't the giants, after the Titans, more of Gaia's children? No, you don't. I will not be doing any wall building in this level, Kitsune. I will be playing, tag with Prometheus. Well, when you say giants, you normally associate that also with more or less Norse mythology. So, I mean, I don't need any more food. I don't know why I'm bothering. All 3 rocks over there? I see 2. Where's my 3rd one? Ah, there he is. So 3 rocks are over there. Ah, yes. Cerberus. I could use another temple. Get masons. I should probably get some wood gatherers, eh? Just so I can get masons. What in Final Fantasy 1 has Greek mythology in it? I've never played a Final Fantasy game. Wasn't Tartarus a god, but also a prison? Maybe something from Typhon Echidna Wheelhouse. Isn't that most myth units in this game, like the Chimera? Isn't that kind of shit? See, it's interesting conversations like this that keep this chat going. I need another monument. Build it. Yeah, Tartarus, it'd have to be something significant, because he was a jail as well as a god. Or a primordial, as you call it. He was something huge and significant to that world. Right, priest there, priest here, priest there, priest there, and priest there. Now give me all that favor generation. Furies? Nah, weren't Furies the servants of Hades? Don't quote me on that. Because that's the name I've heard, it's just I rarely hear about him. mythology as a whole. Okay, Kitsune, why would you think they're the strongest creatures in mythology in any mythology as a whole? As opposed to say that Norse giant sea serpent that apparently spans the entire world. As an example. Oh, like... Sorry to the guys on YouTube, but this level is flat out easy to do. Anyone can do it. It's survive for 15 minutes, and when Prometheus comes from you, you just send the Manra out to him, and you just spam waypoints around here until it says you gotta get Rocks to Caster. So, you know, it's a piece of cake. This level you could do with your eyes closed. Well, I wouldn't say your eyes closed, because then you'd be fucked, but you know what I mean. I used to build the Crocs here, because I loved using the Crocs as a myth unit back in the day. Why build Crocs when you can have mummy visors? I don't recall. How was Aphrodite born? Was she born from like the corpse of what? Who was that thing? Not who shacked up with Gaia in the mythologies? It was the Sky Lord. What's his name? Was it Uranus? Uranus, right? Uranus, yeah, Uranus. The one they make out to be the Titan in this one. Okay, Micah, now you're mixing Rome. Now you're mixing Rome and Greek's interpretation of the mythology. I'm pretty sure Uranus is Uranus in Greek. Considering what Aphrodite is as a goddess of love, you have to wonder why, then. She must be pretty freaking strong. Alright, get the architects, just in case. Why have I got my other pharaoh down here? Get up there. You don't need to freaking empower a house. Alright, the Titan's coming up north instead this time. Okay, I can handle that. Hey, Prometheus! You see a Manra? Look, mythology and all... Like, we talked about it earlier in the previous part, Mike, here. Mythology is messed up in fucking general. And this is all you have to do. Quite frankly. I mean, hang on. In Egyptian mythology, weren't the pharaohs considered the, you know, the children of the gods, really? Or the children of something? Like, they were considered demigods themselves. That was the thing, anyway. Didn't Dionysus start as a person, though? Like, I'm pretty sure he was immortal before he became a god. Wasn't that a kind of, a thing between the Olympian Council in the end? Hang on, I know Apollo is the sun, but wasn't there someone else who was the sun before that? Wasn't Helios a thing? I'm pretty sure Helios was a Greek thing. Look at all those Prometheans. Just 2 more minutes to go. Yeah, Helios was a Greek. I'm pretty damn sure he was a Greek. Now, if he was a Titan or not, that's what I don't remember. Rome had a lot of different gods. Like, they had a lot of the gods from the Greek mythology, but they also had a lot of their own. If the liberties were taken a bit better. You're not wrong, Infraclear. You're not wrong. Titan of the sun, yet Apollo is the sun. How the hell does that make sense? Wouldn't Helios have been the freaking Titan of, like, as, wouldn't, that makes no sense. Apollo would be the god of the sun, he wouldn't be the sun. Jesus Christ, my army's doing absolutely nothing. Get over there, go do something, go help Amanra. Control of versus made of, I guess. Considering weren't Apollo and Artemis twins, that's kind of another thing. This is how easy it is to beat Prometheus in this level. Like, it's a joke. The only difference in this level is you just can't kill him right now. That's it. Helios is more of a servant of the sun, while Apollo is actually the sun, like Apollo's power is the sun. Well, legit, if you killed Apollo, then bye-bye, sun. Look, I mean, according to science, as we know it now, isn't the fucking sun a bunch of hydrogen bombs blowing up every second? I thought that... Yeah, it's definitely very weird when you try to think of it in that kind of context. Hey, Amanra's still alive. Done. Alright, the level that is going to piss me off to no end. I'm going to take a little shortcut here. Well, there is no shortcut, I should say that. Now, Selene's actually one I've never heard of. I'm not going to lie.
What have I done?
It's a little late for that.
Ajax puts it as it is.
Most of the Atlantean army is now under Krios' control. It will be difficult to fight them and the Titan with this small force.
There are other Titans to fight.
Arcantos?
Father, I didn't know. I was trying to do what was best for Atlantis.
Do not dwell on that, my son. You must fight these Titans now. Fight them.
How can we fight them?
These are the lesser ones. They were sent to destroy the temples and followers of the Olympians to weaken them.
Wrong!
If that's allowed, the greater ones can emerge.
So, there is a Titan in Egypt. Now?
Yes, and one in the Norselands. You will have allies in these places.
We go to Egypt first.
Another thing is, you don't see a Norse champion here about a Titan either, which kind of sucks. So the Colossus of Rhodes was actually a statue of Helios? I didn't even know it was a statue representing a god. I thought it was just a wonder, to be honest. Alright. So, those watching on YouTube, take heed on this little piece of advice I'm about to give you. When this cutscene is over. A lot of you will likely be using this to beat Cerberus.
What are they doing?
God damn it, chat.
Osiris. He is trying to awaken a guardian.
A guardian? To fight the Titan?
Yes, we must defend the priest while he finishes. Some here will have sided with Krios' forces.
I called wrong on the Cerberus Kitsune, not the Ice Titan. Alright. If you know the position of the camels, pause the game with the pause key, not F10 or whatever the other key is to like get the menu up. Pause the game. Give me a... Yeah, that's another thing. Now, if you know where the camels are, select the Chariot Archer, send them all to a camel spot. Like, now. Like, just send them now. Get all the camels while the game is paused. Move all your units. Do everything you need to. And just get it done. Like, quite literally, get it done. Build a fortress.
We must not forget that we can sell food or wood for gold.
And get it all done.
A stray camel has been found.
There is no gold to mine here. Look, another lost camel caravan. Send it to our allies.
And bring the Son of Osiris back here.
Is a powerful warrior when we need him, but his most
We
important.
found another stupid camel.
Son of Osiris must be tasked back
Yep.
onto the Guardian.
No, he must not be summoned back onto the Guardian.
Another lost camel caravan. Send it to our allies' town center.
Into you.
In it, direct air.
Yeah, Ymir was something like King of the Frost Giants. I don't think Volstagg was like an actual thing.
Another lost camel caravan. In way. Send it to our allies' town center.
Are you repair? In which? Gerek. Ro in Yawit Gerek.
So let's hope against hope this level isn't bugged for us. Alright, they can go back.
Into Gerek. Into you. Are you repair? Into you. Into you.
In it, direct air.
Alright, this is where it's going to be a little intense.
Gerek. Ro in Yawit. Into you.
This is where we're going to have a lot of fun, in a way. Son of Osiris must be kept alive. Any Arcus heroes that come will deliberately focus the Son of Osiris, so they have to be killed first. You want priests and you want chariot archers. That's all you want. You want no other units. Unfortunately, since they cost gold, you're going to be playing a balancing act, a delicate one.
Protect our trade route. In wedge.
Get in there, you damn camel.
Get it. You add.
Ah, that was part of my wall, you jackass. See, doing that pre-pause menu stuff helps a lot. Alright, let's see what... These relics that we have are completely randomized, so we need to see what we got. Heroes do more damage to myth units. It's a relic you want. Send Caster to take that one. Because these ones like are randomized. We don't want that one. Amanra, get out of there. Amanra's down. Alright, we need heavy archers, but we need to get 5 priests here at the least because they'll send rocks there. And we need a couple of priests down there too. I don't know what the hell that guy's doing there.
A hero has fallen.
Remember, in this level, Son of Osiris can be healed if you need to. And build towers. Don't forget to build towers.
A hero has fallen.
As long as the Son of Osiris remains alive, you should be good.
A hero has fallen.
Alright. We can nearly advance to the next stage, and that's what we want. So then, after we advance to the next stage, we can train as many camels as we want. Alright, we need to cast Ancestors. As long as the heroes keep reviving themselves too. So yes, for those that don't know, you can actually train camels in this level. It's tied behind a technology though, so you have to research the technology to grab it.
A hero has
The hordes of the underworld do not
Need a lot more wood, and I'm falling behind on it. So we're not going to advance just yet until we get that wood.
A hero has fallen. A hero has fallen.
Remember, you can put the Son of Osiris in the fortress if you have to get him away, as well. Alright, we got our 3 heroes back. Yeah, I did not like that expansion at all for China. Sorry to those that are Chinese, but the expansion really fucked up the game because they didn't. It's not. The developers just didn't do it right. It did not do it justice. All right, we're going to advance. We're going to go with Toth because I want the resource upgrades.
A hero has fallen.
I need more on wood. Come on.
A hero has fallen.
Nope, stay.
A hero has fallen.
Hey, where are you going, Chimera? Kill the Arcus! Stop letting the Son of Osiris take arrows. He doesn't need arrows to the knee. Alright, so our defense should be solid right now. Alright, let's get heavy chariot archers. See, he's healing, thank God. Now, with our current army, we could probably get to the Guardian, but I would rather not chance it. I'd rather be much secure in my base before I do anything stupid like that. So we're also going to upgrade the watchtowers. There we go. We've got some rhinoceros and phoenixes. Smite's pretty amazing for a MOBA game, I'm not going to lie. I wish it came to the Australian market earlier, because then I wouldn't have to worry about MMR and shit, but unfortunately it's just... I like playing Heroes of the Storm nowadays. I just like enjoying playing that with friends. Okay, so we're going to wall off this section, and then we're going to fortress up around this area. Okay, so, the technology that camels are hidden behind is not a technology you'd think of. It's the Ballista Tower. You unlock the Ballista Tower, you get camels. So, we're going to research Ballista Towers, and then we can train our own camels. Alright, our forces are significantly strong enough now to take back the statue of the Guardian. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to upgrade the walls too, just in case. Yeah, if you just get like 1 unit per stone, I mean, like 1 unit per Medusa stone, it's a thing. Alright, so we need to get a bunch more villagers. I just realized I've been pop-capped for ages. Alright, so let's get the Son of Osiris to do his job. Oh shit, I need monuments too. I don't have any monuments whatsoever. Because we need to get fortresses, you need favor, and I don't have it. Oh, that villager. Oh, that poor bugger. So yeah, this is one of those times where it's actually been normalized. Like, I'm not suffering sky passages this time or anything. I bet you when I go back to the original version, I will suffer sky passages. Again. Learn how to fire camels. Because that's how they, because when they made the scenario, they locked the technology behind it. Don't ask me how and don't ask me why. That's just what they've done. So let's see. Can I research it yet? I can't. I'm nowhere near close. I need more resources to do so. Full list is fire camels. So yeah, I'll show you in a second. When I can afford the resources. I need to get the Book of Thoth in that too. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's research it. And you'll see it pop up when it's nearly done. Yeah, okay, so see, now if I tried this another time, I bet they'd be sending more enemies and be building sky passages near my base. This time they're not. 53%. Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, so 80%. Now let's take a look at our market. Hey look! I can start training camels again! So yeah, that's where they're locked behind. Alright. Let's get a Migdol. If only I was not playing under Set and I was playing under freaking Ra. I think I'd like Priests under Ra better. Also, I'm just gonna do this for the hell of it. Hey, look at all that Murmelo there that they don't use. I used to do it on the Tartarian gate, but I just found this to be funnier. So, at current rate, I should be done in about 15 minutes. Alright, I needed to get the Book of Thoth, right? I need 10 more favor. I used to also build a dock here, because it's, I mean, it's free food, but... Thoth. I mean, the garden mechanic for China, I think, is similar to the Japanese mechanic in Age of Empires 3. Pacifists. They can't, like, hunt animals.
Rig in which you are air.
Anyway, like I said, a viewer actually gifted me the expansion, but I don't want it. And I explained to them, and they said it's alright. But, you know, it's just a shame. Like, it could have been a good expansion, and it just failed. And I swear, patches like from that have affected this expansion, like just this campaign, because they're part of the same file, and it messes it up so much. You know? It's kind of why I'm hoping Age of Empires 4 succeeding. If Age of Empires 4 succeeds, I think there's a chance we can get Age of Mythology 2. If it succeeds. So I'm putting a lot of hope in Relic. Well, Age of Empires 3 is definitely getting a definitive edition. I'll be streaming that a lot when it comes out. Age of Empires 3 was the game to get me into strategy games. It was the first one that interested me, like, properly. I played Age of Empires 1 because I got it out of a Nutrigrain box. But, then when my friend showed me Age of Empires 3, I was just like, I love this. I actually like this. So then I went back, and a friend suggested Age of Mythology.
Rig.
So then I went to play Age of Mythology, and I loved Age of Mythology. But I could never, ever get into Age of Empires 2. Like, everyone says Age of Empires 2 is the best Age of Empires, but I can never, ever get into it. I can never get into it. I don't know if it was just because it was still the 2D graphics or something, because, funnily enough, in this one case, this is where I actually do care about the graphics. Like, the Definitive Edition itself actually interests me, and when it goes on sale, I'm going to get it. Like, well, I could get it now. I actually could get the Definitive Edition now, because I already got a 25% discount because I own HD. And, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to grab Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. And, you know, and give it another chance. I kind of just hate games as a service these days because, I mean, it's all online, it's all, oh, you bought it, you're not entitled to a refund anymore kind of shit. I mean, like, look at Reforged. Blizzard would have not given people refunds if it wasn't a mess and people didn't like it, you know? Oh, I never got far with Age of Empires 1. I played only a very little bit. I was not even in high school when I got it in a Nutrigrain box. I was playing like on a Pentium 2. I remember that much. Games, look, games as a service with that subscription model, Mike, it's not a bad idea. I actually like it. But I'm talking about games locked behind DRM. Once you buy it, and then, like, because it's a CD key or whatever, you can't get a refund. Like, the reason why Steam lost that thing in Australia is, like, every customer was entitled to get a product they paid for. And a lot of games that were sold on Steam were not products they paid for. EA gets a lot of hate for the microtransaction shit. And, you know what? Rightfully so. They popularized the bullshit. Alright? But I will give them that they are doing slightly better. I mean, as much as the shit show Battlefield 5 was, it was all cosmetics in Battlefield 5, yeah? It wasn't pay to win, nothing like that shit. So I can give EA and DICE some credit there. Other than that, Activision's definitely taken it too far. With, like, I remember Call of Duty, they paid you for loot boxes that gave you weapons, for fuck's sake. And Activision, well, Blizzard have dug their own grave, but they'll never be able to split from Activision anymore, and Activision's making all the decisions for them now. I mean, to see if Diablo 4 will save them, we'll have to see. Why the hell are you going to that town center? I'm getting no gold from that one. So, you know, I got a refund on Reforged. I've still got to finish the Frozen Throne campaign. So that's after I finish this walkthrough for YouTube. Sorry, I'm neglecting you guys for this mission, but as you can see, we're just waiting for the Guardian to be regenerated. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the Frozen Throne campaign because I'm playing through it through the PTR client. I liked 3. Like, it's like one of the only strategies they've done the industrial era, like, as a focus. Like, I know there's Empire Earth, there's Rise of Nations, but they don't focus on that era. And that's what I like about Age of Empires 3, it's the industrial era. Well, no, Mikey, there are custom maps. I remember there's custom modes. I know there's custom modes, like there was like a fort mode. I remember playing it as a kid. I remember that. So there was a mode like that. I never even got the Book of Thoth. Custom modes, not custom maps. I don't know. Gets in. Well, look, we already know that Elder Scrolls 6 is coming, along with, what's that game called? Starfall? I want to see if Bethesda won't screw up that one, because that one looks pretty sick to try out. I want to give that. That's like the idea sounds great, so I want to wait for that to come out and give that a shot. But yeah, not really much else to say. I think Definitive Edition for Age of Empires 3 will come out mid this year, maybe September. Starfield, that's it. Starfield. But yeah, so when Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition comes out, I will be streaming that. Have like 100,000 troops. I mean, I'm not talking about big scale industrial era. Age of Empires 3 did it fine, you know? 200 pop cap in total, different abilities. I mean, your special riflemen, like say your special skirmishers, like the French had the Voltigeurs or whatever they're called. The British had the Redcoat Musketeers. I enjoyed Age of Empires 3. I get some people think Age of Empires 2 is the pinnacle, but I personally liked Age of Empires 3. And look, judging how they've done Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, we are looking at a good Definitive Edition release for Age of Empires 3, if they can pull the same thing off with Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. And that's what I'm hoping for. If they can pull it off, we're going to be in good spirits. How long until this thing's done? 7 more minutes, we should be done. Like, I don't even have units training. I probably should have more units. Citadel walls. I mean, what? Age of Empires 2. I mean, Age of Empires 2 has its own historical inaccuracies. Big fucking whoop. It's a video game in the end of the day. It's why I didn't care so much about the bullshit with Battlefield 5. Like, for the time I played Battlefield 5, I enjoyed it. I will not lie, I enjoyed playing Battlefield 5. I didn't care about the woman with a freaking lost arm and all that shit. I didn't care. I treated it as cosmetic crap anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's my point. Video games are made to be enjoyed. They're meant to be a dramatization. And unless it's specifically said this is intended to represent like a real non-fiction story, then I'm not going to give two fucks. Like, and that's the thing too. That's actually where EA screwed up. They did say Battlefield 5 would be historically accurate. So they shot themselves in the foot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's also didn't, like, interpret the American Revolution. I was always thinking of buying Hearts of Iron 4, and I just keep saying, no, I don't want to get it in the end. Like, I've seen it on special, 75% off, and I'm always so close to clicking the button, and I just go, nope, I can't buy it. I don't know why. Alright, I'm bored. I'm attacking their base. Well, it'll never go to 90% off. I mean, Steam will always sell it for $75. Unless I get it on Good Old Games. I think Good Old Games has it. So I might get it there. It's sad because I was hoping GOG Galaxy 2 would have been a thing where I wouldn't have to use Steam, Origin, Battle.net. I could just use Galaxy. And unfortunately, you actually have to boot the clients to use Galaxy to launch the games, which kind of... It makes sense, but I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to be the case. Yeah, it's always a vocal minority. Well, most of the time. I mean, Warcraft 3 withstanding recently, but yeah. Anyway, like, the only company I really have any big trust right now is id Software, and that's going to be made or break in Doom Eternal. Which I think will succeed. Doom Eternal will succeed fine. But I can give a good example where expectations ended up getting really disappointed. Who remembers the release of Dawn of War 3 here? I got to play it at PAX before it came out, and I bought the game, because I enjoyed Dawn of War, yeah? I really did enjoy Dawn of War. And, what happened was, like, Dawn of War 1 was sort of its own RTS. And, it was okay, it was good. A lot of people like Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 2, since Relic developed, like, because Relic developed it, of course, they made it more like Company of Heroes. Doesn't sound bad, right? I mean, so, it played a lot differently, but people still enjoyed it. But then you had, like, the Dawn of War 1 guys that's like, this is nothing like Dawn of War, and so on, so on, so on. So, Relic, in their infinite wisdom, tried to combine both in Dawn of War 3. In Dawn of War 3. And it turned out to be one of the biggest mistakes they've ever done. It failed. Like, the online game mode, instead of like being a victory point thing, or in, I think the original Dawn of War was like conquest or control the critical points, they made it some kind of MOBA thing where you destroyed a turret base, then you destroyed some shield thing, and then you destroyed the enemy base. And then, and it didn't work out, so they ended up cancelling their planned DLCs and everything. Like, it just got cancelled, because it just didn't do well. And, that's another thing I'm worried about, because Relic is developing Age of Empires 4, and this could be a make or break scenario. If they don't get Age of Empires 4 done right, that could be it for them as a company. That could be them gone. And we lose another RTS company. Like, another RTS company just goes because of that. So I'm hoping they get it done right. But with Dawn of War 3, it's a legit concern, because they tried. They really did. Also this, I did not see that happening. Fucking Arcus. Oh. I'm gonna presume that's pronounced like 50 lifted or something? 55 lifted? Thanks for the follow, mate. Roman numerals, I'm assuming. Look at all those stones hitting that Arcus. How long till this thing's done? 2,000 health.
A hero has fallen.
420 lifted, yeah. Well, I don't know Roman numerals that great. Well, guys, we have successfully cleared the hardest level in Age of Mythology, not counting the golden gift stuff. So, YouTube, you'll have an easier time on the next levels. That being said, I gave you a warning. You might not get it as easy as I just had it. Like, that's why I suggested the pause buffering thing at the start. Like, pause the game, learn where the camels are, send your units over, and do it that way. I said it for a very good reason. So, you know, do it that way, and you won't have issues. Hopefully. But they might react closer to the old style where they'll build sky passages and send a hell of a lot more units at you. So just be prepared for that. As long as you got some priests, some chariot archers, and some, you know, towers and that, you should be good. It's getting the resource balance to get those all together that you have to worry about. Because the Arcus will always take on the Son of Osiris. So those have to die first. Otherwise, if your Son of Osiris gets too low, you're going to lose this level. I guarantee you that.
The Titan is almost upon us. Revive the Guardian.
The Titan is here, soldier. I forced him to stay here. So, you know, he's not upon us. Oh yeah, funny thing, you could actually win this level with just priests. If you really wanted to challenge yourself. I wouldn't, because it just sucks, but you know. He's walking backwards. The elephants are making him walk backwards.
Ours to command.
Alright. Who has awoken me from my slumber? Volstagg ate my castle and hurled my cabin into the river. You didn't miss much. Me ranting about like Dawn of War and shit. Well, Dawn of War 3 specifically. And me giving a bit more advice for the YouTubers.
Destroy the Titan of Tartarus.
Yeah, the Dawn of War 3 thing I was mentioning, how they tried to please both Dawn of War 1 and 2 fan bases and it just failed. It just didn't work out well. Hey look, I forgot about those camels there. I never bothered with those ones, I guess. Why is the Guardian stopped? Get over here. You could always look at the VOD later, Kitchen, if you want. You didn't miss much. Although you were having a conversation with Mike here, so, I mean... Dawn of War 4, not anytime soon. They're working on Age of Empires 4. Like, Relic itself is working on Age of Empires 4 now. Like I said, it's probably a do or die moment for them now. They have to succeed at this. No, I don't think Dawn of War 4 will be a thing for a while. They had to can all the DLC for Dawn of War 3 because of what happened for it. Oh, my Son of Osiris is dead. Not that it matters much. Because I've already got the Guardian. Yeah, Relic Entertainment made Company Heroes, they make Dawn of War, and Microsoft has hired them to do Age of Empires 4. So, hang on, I'll show you. Age of Empires 4. Relic Entertainment. I mean, it's an old article, but there you go. Alright, Rampage, the easiest Titan to kill.
I wish we could have brought that Guardian with us.
I don't think we need the Guardian. This Titan looks much weaker.
This is not a Titan.
That's right. The Titan is over there.
What are you on about, Kitsune?
I am King Volstagg.
Relic didn't make
King
the
Volstagg.
China expansion for this.
Fighting the Titan?
Yes, I just had to get some of my men. I think they'll be able to slow him down.
That poor elk.
I think we should work together.
Alright, immediately send your army straight to the base.
I suggest you build a base there. You'll lose many men in this battle. These Norsemen will help you build your
Send the
base.
Norsemen to build your base. Everyone else is to go kill everything else. No, Relic Entertainment didn't make the expansion pack for Age of Mythology. No, that was Skybox Labs. Hell no, Relic make decent games, it's just they screwed up with Dawn of War 3. Other than that, I've never seen a bad game really from Relic. Alright, so YouTube, you want to destroy every enemy you can see and freeze the Titan with Volstagg. Because if you can kill all the infantry and now, you won't have to worry about them building a base stopping you. I actually don't know who did the expansion. I don't think Skybox Labs did the expansion. I have to look it up. I'll look it up after this level. Alright, so once this base is done, we need to build a barracks. I can't recall, was Volstagg revivable in this level? Yeah, there you go, KRT Vision knows. For Tail of the Dragon, yeah, and it was not great. I think we already know that. Alright, so if all the Norse infantry dead that we just killed, we just have to mess around with Mr. Titan here. Like, a game I stream quite often is Company Heroes 2. I stream it with friends. I play 4v4s. I love playing that game. it's not like real-time strategy, like you know, like this one, for instance. Like, it's not gathering resources, your resources are generated, it's you micro-controlling your armies, and I enjoy that. Like, it's fun. Especially when you're playing with friends. You get to control shit like the King Tiger, a rifleman squad, or even some, like, you know, calling down some airstrikes and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Alright, now we split our guys up again. What, were you talking about Tales of Skybox?
It seems Volstagg can freeze the Titan. We must not lose him.
Only my breath will be able to slow them down.
You got me, man, with Skybox. I don't even know if they're still doing stuff right now. I mean, look up the company, see what they're making. I think they're a division under Microsoft. I love how the Ulsak is dodging this Titan. So yeah, all we're doing for this mission is training her seers and sending them to the front line. Also, eventually we'll get Frost Giants from all the villages that still remain standing. Also, that was my Frost Giant, you jackass. Stop traitoring my units. We want to save this until we get a good chunk of her seers to do the most damage. I think Volstagg freezes the Titan for about 30 seconds. So when the bar hits halfway, he's nearly out of, like, you know, being frozen. Yeah, there's a reason why I mentioned this is the easiest Titan to deal with, because you can kill him before the Nidhogg as long as you just micro your ass around him. You don't even have to build a big base. A few on food, a couple on gold, just her spears, and just train her seers, and you're good. Axe of Muspel. Oh, that must be a freaking upgrade from the Chinese expansion, because that's definitely not a standard upgrade. I mean, even look at the icon compared to the others. Alright, everyone around again. Hope those all sucks. Yeah, you want to know why they were upgraded in regular EE? Because they came from the Chinese expansion. Like, they didn't exist before that, I'm pretty damn sure. I'm pretty sure they came with the Chinese expansion. I never saw him when I played Extended Edition. Few more O's. This was a bad spot to freeze him. I'm also gonna go heal Volstagg because he's pretty low. Alright, move him around. Hey, we got a bunch of Frost Giants. God damn it, stop freaking traitoring my Frost Giants! I can't even play Age of Mythology online. I legit cannot play online. The lag is just too much. Even when I was playing with fellow Aussies, I was still lagging to hell. Alright, I'm gonna cast Flaming Weapons now. And I kind of want all her seers to fight, so... That won't be enough to kill him. He'll be on freeze in a moment.
A hero has fallen.
There we go. Less than 8 minutes. Record for me. The problem is, compared to something like Age of Empires 3, where the lag compensation wasn't too bad, in Mythology, I'll always have these stutters, and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with stutters in my game. I just can't. Especially in an RTS game. I can compensate for lag, I can't compensate for stutters.
Sikyos and the Atlantean army are gone, at least.
Yeah, so is the entire city.
Why do plants grow only in this spot?
It is the work of Gaia.
Gaia?
Weakening the Olympians gave the Titans more power. All of the Titans. Gaia is among them, but unlike the others, she is not a destructive force.
She can help us?
She already is. Use her power here to restore the land.
Why would she help the Olympians, especially when her kids are the Titans? Alright, so what you want to do is you want to train one behemoth and send your heroes out immediately to the enemy base. You might. We don't know the requirements for Age of Empires 4 yet though, man, so maybe hold on for it.
Most of the trees have been burnt to cinders, but Gaia will allow us to use her forest.
So what you want to do is you want to kill all the units but the satyr. You want the satyr yourself. So steal the satyr. We also need a barracks, and we need to train some citizens. Well, like I said, Vision, we're gonna have to hope that Dawn of War 3 didn't, you know, screw them over too bad. So kill all the citizens you can with your normal units, and use the behemoth to kill the buildings. Sick.
This area has been healed.
Get a few Murmalo.
Most intel. Most intel.
Because you want the Murmalo to defend your base against the Prometheans that'll keep hitting you. Lesser evil. Until she born the giants. Alright, what am I missing? I'm missing gold, right? And look, there you go. Now you don't have to worry about an enemy base. You're already dealing with it. How easy was that? Just make sure if you see them rebuilding the barracks, kill them before they get it done. That's what I was worried about. Prometheans there. Jesus Christ. Alright, come on. Find another tower. I might send Caster back. Or Amanra. Any Prometheans? More chaotic evil than pure evil. Yeah. If we're going by Blizzard terms there. Alright, sick. Done. Need more wood gatherers. Alright, I think I killed every citizen. Good. We're gonna wipe out this base. And the plus side, taking this base also means you get a free town center to heal the area. And yes, I know you can build multiple buildings to cover the area, but I like building town centers anyway, so just do it. You know, not that difficult. Fucking Caster, really? Ishvoli. Fuck it, I'm taking you. I don't have anything really else to use the trader power on. Hello, Prometheus, my old friend. I very rarely played God of War. I've played 2 to an extent, but not much. By the time the GameCube and that came out, I was generally more on PC. I played the GameCube and such a lot with my cousins, because I loved playing party games with them and that. So, like, I played during the PS2, the Xbox, and GameCube days, but after that, I was PC-centric gaming, more or less. And this was, like, when I was 10 or 11 years old. I was playing, like, Half-Life mods and such. Like, some weekends I'd be playing on the PC at my old man's, and then I'd be playing party games with my cousins when I was at my other place. It sucks because despite Prometheus being weak, he still freaking has, like, 99 pierce armor. It sucks. Who obsessed over God of War 2, God of War. I mean, apparently even the new release is still pretty damn good. I mean, say what you want about Sony, but their focus on more single-player driven games, I mean, it seems to be working out for them. Alright, so we need to just heal, like, the idea is wherever he is, you want to heal the town center behind him. So in this case, if he was there, I want to build that town center there. It doesn't matter if they get destroyed, all it has to matter is that the black areas have been healed, and then that's it. So a building will heal it. Alright, I don't really need any more of you guys. Another game that's getting its remaster treatment from 3D Realms, no less, is Kingpin Life of Crime. Interesting game to remaster, to be honest. It's also a game I swear had a lot more, fucks than I thought it actually had. It really was one of those games that went over the top for its shit. PC's not a console, let's remember this kid soon. Like, the console wars shouldn't really exist at this point. I mean, consoles themselves are getting closer to PC-like specs, so it doesn't really matter. That being said, I am very excited to see where this generation of PlayStation and Xbox go. I mean, the Xbox looks like a freaking Corsair 1 PC to begin with. It actually looks like a Corsair 1 PC. As for the designs of the PS5, I haven't seen them yet. I mean, they're getting variable refresh rates. They're getting, like, apparently 8K, but, I mean, you can't even 8K game on the PC. You're not getting true 8K on a console if you can't get it on a PC. I can guarantee you that. Because you gotta remember, the hardware is customized for the console, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be more, like, as powerful as a PC. It'll be as good, it won't be as great. Alright, so that's one here.
Seems to be pleased.
Alright, let's get a few citizens just dedicated to building town centers.
Look, the Titan has been weakened. We should attack.
No, not yet.
I love how the symbol brightens up.
Keep healing the land. That's what's weakening.
See, that's the thing. For me, I can tell the difference. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you can't see more than 60 frames per second. That's absolute bullshit. It doesn't matter if your eyes can't see more, because you can still tell how smooth it is. Like, it's just simple. Now, say going from like something like 144 to 240, now that you can barely tell the difference, because like everything PC related, or even console related for that matter, there's diminishing returns. There's always going to be diminishing returns to something. So that's when it... I mean, for Christ's sake, ASUS and Nvidia are apparently working on a 3000 Hz monitor. It exists. But I wouldn't see a need for something that big just yet. Alright, get all these manor houses, because you're going to need a big army to kill Prometheus anyway. And then you want to fill up your population before you even, turn these guys into heroes. I mean, I like PC because it has all the genres. I mean, even to be fair, even PC now can't say they're the genre of MMOs because PlayStation 4 has Final Fantasy. I think Xbox has it too, but they have Final Fantasy Online. So you know, it's good. Like, genres appearing everywhere is not a bad thing. It just spreads the variety around. It gives people the option to play the games. So I don't know why it's a war to begin with. Like, me personally, I do think PC is better, but I think it's a good thing that consoles are getting their stuff. The only thing I do hate is exclusives. Like, I'll probably never see The Last of Us on PC. That's a thing that I've accepted. I'll probably never see it. And if I have to see it, I'm probably going to have to borrow my brother's PS4 or a friend's PS4 to play it. That's just simple, you know, that's just simple math at this point. Because PlayStation likes their exclusives. You know? But I've accepted that. I don't care too much. Like, it's a game I'd like to play, but it's a game I'm very likely not going to care too much about. Alright, let's get these upgrades kicking in. Alright. You guys, it's time to build another town center. Yeah, we're gonna go build this one down here. Fucking hell, a small favor trickle. Yeah, of course the citizens are going that way. It very likely won't. Like, PlayStation really care about their exclusives. So, it's something that'll never happen. I will say this, like, from start to finish, no matter what. Like, I don't care what peripherals that you have or whatever. Racing games belong on a console. Like, consoles are great for playing racing games. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're losing sales. But in the minds of the developers and the publishers, especially with Sony, they'd have to develop different code. They'd have to have, like, and especially with, when you consider consoles are usually one set of hardware customized for that console and so on, and it's easy to develop on, you gotta remember that the PC, like, all configurations are going to be different. Like, my example, I've got a Ryzen, I've got a 1070, someone could have an Intel, someone could have a 970. They have to plan for all those combinations, and then you start seeing it from their side. It's a lot of work. Like, they're not wrong. It's a lot of work to get done. And I can take you for an example on a really good example of some shoddy portmanship. Activision and I think it's Iron Galaxy Studios, they recently released Spyro Reignited Trilogy on the PC. For some people like me, it worked fine. I didn't have any issues. But I think that's partially because I have a G-Sync monitor, and that's an expensive thing. Others, they got stuck on Alpine Ridge because of a frames per second bug, because they didn't properly test it on 60 frames and higher, because they expected people to play it on 30 frames. Yet they clearly said in their marketing material, you can play on higher than 30 frames, no problems, but they didn't do it. It's been out since September, and there has not been a patch to fix that issue. I've never experienced it, but I've seen video proof of it happening. So, the issue is there. I've seen people complain that they've been sliding as Spyro along the ground. They haven't fixed that issue. Activision say, yes, please give us your feedback. They're not going to patch the game. They don't give a fuck. People have bought it, they've bought into the nostalgia, and that's it. I might not have had experienced those issues, but I feel sorry for those that do. And it's because everyone runs different hardware. But Activision's also a fucking poor excuse for a company these days. Used to be decent, and they've become next to fucking, like, the scummiest, like, I consider Activision more scummy than EA, and that's saying a lot. You can agree or disagree with me, but I think Activision's more scummier than EA. That's my opinion. Also, you're now mine. But as long as, you know, people want exclusives, like exclusives, even Microsoft will not stop exclusives despite the, you know, bigger support for PC now, because, you know, actually Microsoft might be ending that, at least between PC, but they won't end it between Sony. Like, for Sony and Xbox, there'll always be an exclusive war, but Microsoft, with its Xbox and PC ecosystem, they're actually trying to end it, and I applaud that effort. Even if you have to use the Windows Store, which is crappy to begin with, they're giving you an option. Which is impressive to say the least. That they're actually giving you options. Alright, Prometheus is now weakened, he's gone from 20,000 health to 4,000. So just kill him. Also, you can do this. Not that I really care. Now we keep running. You know, for supposedly a Titan being slow, my Arcus are moving extremely fucking slow. 4.5, what's a Titan moving at? 3.75. Is he slowly losing health? I think he is. Never noticed that. Nah, he's not slowly losing health. It's just an archer that's firing off base. Yeah, like I thought. Come on. More. I must have more. More heroes. Hey, where the heroes disappeared to? Are they all amongst the trees? I need another barracks, because I'm doing this too slow. I also need the 3 main heroes alive. They're stuck in the fucking ground. How low is he? He's on 1500. It sucks being favor limited. I'll just kill that Prometheus offspring. Kingdom, how do you expect me to do a speedrun on Titan difficulty? This is just a walkthrough for the YouTubers, because I was planning on doing a full-blown recording to replace my old one, but then I know this year I'm getting a new GPU, and Nvidia's got a new, what they call, NVENC encoder for recording, and it's a lot better in quality. So I'm waiting till I get that GPU before I do a full-blown recording. So I'm doing this as a compromise. Doing a stream walkthrough. Because Titan is hard.
You have done well. Kronos' servant is still at large, however, and he has the Atlantean army at his command.
Where is he?
The Atlantean colony.
Yes. You must destroy him to end this.
Not much of a challenge after dealing with Titan.
Castor, only you can stop this, my son.
Ajax the ever prideful one. Lunatic man. There's only very few levels that you can cheese or get it done properly. Like, even when you know the level intimately. Cerberus, for instance, you're always going to have to take 30 minutes to beat that goddamn level, for instance. Like, say a level like Isis, Hear My Plea. Instead of waiting 30 minutes to kill 3 Sons of Osiris, sure, you can do it in 5 minutes. But compared to some of the other levels you need to deal with, yeah, good luck with that. Like, an Age of Mythology speedrun will always take, I'd say, at least a minimum of 2 hours. Always, on Titan. At least a minimum. Because there are some levels that are, like, you know, they're locked behind time. There's some levels that you have to build a big force to even break through. It's things like that that you have to know. No, but that's for the expansion pack. And 2 hours, you'll never get done this expansion pack. This expansion pack, I think I've done the whole campaign in 8 hours myself. In 8 hours. This session alone, I'm actually getting it done in less. I'm on the second last level and I'm up to 5 hours. But I've split them into 2 parts, as it is. I'm on track for beating this in 6 hours. Considering I'm continuing from the previous part I was supposed to be doing.
Hiding from Krios? Come.
One of my favorite levels to do. Hello, automaton.
I do not see Krios. Only these odd statues. What are they?
I don't know. They were not here when I last saw the place.
Ambush!
Goddamn cutscenes.
Krios! The Atlanteans will be torn apart by these things. We have to save them. We need to clear out the automatons.
Don't bother using Valor here. Actually, no, do use Valor here, I should say. You want as many heroes as possible. Send a Manra to the gate, and have the rest just kill the automaton. We're being attacked, Caster! Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, unfortunately, the patches they do make them cheaper. Although 70 food, 35 gold, and 3 favor is still freaking expensive. And I've already got a walkthrough done on the original version ages ago, so I mean... That was part of the plan I was going to do. I was going to compare both. That's why I'm waiting. Because I'm going to record them twice already. That's why I'm waiting for the graphics card. Because I wasn't going to do it twice, then do it again twice. Use the Vortex power, send you guys there. Have one on each resource, have another on food, have 2 on food, get your upgrades when you can afford them, get a couple of fishing ships for here. Set a Carnivora plant there, also use Shockwave, knock them away. Train a unit here, and send it over there.
We must be swift.
Alright, let's send Amanra to the gate. And use the outside fishing, don't use this one, otherwise it'll block other fishing ships. Where the hell's Amanra? Get Amanra, jump there and do some damage. Ding ding! So now we get a free sky passage, and we'll get some free units in here. Rampage to get whatever upgrades you need. And cast Valor around citizens. Over here, caster. So cast it there, and you get a free citizen. That goes to hero. So you get more than... I think you get 3 Valor in this level specifically. I didn't see a villager repairing them. Did you, Kitsune? There's no point not using your powers here. Do you not queue citizens on the map? You cannot train citizens. You cannot train them at all. This is a level where you can't train, so you lose it, you lose it. Keep them alive.
We're ready to work, caster.
Alright, so this is all for, like, wood and gold. Cast Vortex here before they break through this gate. Send Amanra or one of the big heroes to inside. Clean them up. Alright, so I got 5 on food. Well, a few on food. I need more on gold. So I'm going to put you 2 on gold over there. Do they now, Kitsune? Did not know that. So apparently, according to Kitsune, guys, they'll repair the wall at 30%. I've never bothered. Alright. Send a Murmelo down here to remember where the Greek relic was. You'll get some more units there.
You saved us. The Atlanteans are safe. Now we find Krios.
Now we find Krios. Alright, so get Heroic Renewal, and I'd say get Destroyers over Fanatics, as much as I like Fanatics. Sucks. Like, 1 out of 2 levels you can actually train Fanatics, and you can't.
You had betrayed Atlantis, Caster.
And they're not even useful to do so. Alright, so we'll get another Hero Citizen. You want Destroyers because you want to break through these parts, like these spots quickly. That's why you want to use Destroyers. There's no point going Fire Siphons, as far as I'm concerned. And I refuse to use units added with the Chinese expansion pack, so you will never see me use that catapult. I love it. Turn an automaton into chaos like it does me good. See? Chaos automaton. Mother Nature Zeus. The son of Arcantos has come to stop me. I mean, look, Kitsune, did you not see the VOD earlier where my Ajax got stuck in a spot I've never seen him get stuck before? In Union. That was freaking hilarious when that happened. Oh boy.
The son of Arcantos has come to stop me.
Man, like I said, in these old games, I love the voice acting. It doesn't feel forced. I kind of just like that. It's a lot of automaton you got to deal with very little resources that you got. It's so fucking annoying at times. Automaton SPC, I don't know. Does that look like stats for you? I mean, they've got 200 health. Like, none of my units are really dying. It's just that they're overwhelmingly with sheer numbers. No, they're 200 HP in this. They're just standard automaton. Getting melted by the mirror towers. Yeah, that would suck. Seeing Amana get stuck in midair would suck. I would feel sorry for you. I don't want to use Vortex here. Rip any human soldier climbing up this hill, by the way. I need more fucking gold. Christ, I just don't have the gold. I do hate the Statue of Lightning. That's one reason to get Fire Siphons, really. But at least they're not like the, the Poseidon ones. You can't. You can cast Vortex, despite the trees being there. Break through the gate. Come on, guys. Get in there. That's a Murmelo. That's a Murmelo. Just get in there. Alright, I just need Ajax to get in there. Ajax, get in there! Stop fighting. If I lose because Ajax doesn't get in there, I will be annoyed. Alright, we made it. There we go. Alright, guys, it's time to play tag with Kronos. The final level of the New Atlantis campaign. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't keep fighting Kingdom. Exactly.
Where
That's...
are we?
This is old Atlantis.
Yes, fool. But it's about to become the place where Kronos takes his first steps outside of Tartarus.
Again, I am annoyed that they don't find out what happened to actual poor Krios, and not this fucker.
Look,
Hey, Arch.
Gaia is here. That's
You have a nice knack of appearing nearly at the end of my streams, by the way. Alright.
We must invoke Gaia's seed god power on the sacred pools of the outer.
Send all your units here. Apart from your citizens. Your citizens stay. Build a dock here.
The Orano sky passage has collapsed.
And
expect our reinforcements to
Amanra. You're just gonna have Amanra go around to the seeds. That's all you gotta do.
Gaia has been restoring and
We know what happened to Krios, but these guys don't. And that annoys me.
Get it.
Yeah, I've been doing alright,
We need
Arch.
to be ready to defend the sacred plants that will grow after we invoke the Gaia god powers.
So your goal is to get every seed down, and then all you have to do is defend one. One seed. Don't care about blocking him, just get the seeds down and defend one. That's all you gotta do. What do you mean? I didn't disrespect Arch. I replied to his questions. Kitsune, that hurts, man.
In which protect the Gaia trees.
You know, choose a relic of your choosing. I chose the Ring of Nibelung.
Get it.
I think there's 3 fishing spots there, right? Yeah, no one knows what happens to poor Krios. Also, nice fish. I mean, that's not a bad dock spot. 3 fish right there.
Reinforcements have landed.
Alright. Got 3 reinforcements. Send them over. Alright, now with all the seeds down, we don't care about the other ones.
Begin to summon the Titan of the Earth. Gaia.
Okay, there is only 2 there. Give me that Satyr. Alright, so what do I want? I want Guardians of Ire. Like I said, the files made a mess of this. Myth units are cheaper, I want. Myth units use their special attacks more often, I want. Wood and gold faster, I want. I want the ship of fingernails. Give me all those.
In which
Play tag with the lava person and spawn the plant person. I don't think it says it in the description. Oh, well, I could have gotten Rhea's gift, but I chose not to. Oh, well. I need another dock. Build me a dock there. Also, build me a palace, because I need a palace. If it said that, it'd be hilarious. So too bad I do not have a satyr to look up for you. Let's see if they have a satyr. I doubt it has that description, though. Can throw multiple spears. That's it. Last line in the satyr description. Ask me. I mean, you're asking him himself too. And I just lost them, so... Oh, there they are. Nothing there about sucking, dude. Nothing there. Rode donkeys into battle against the Hekagigantes. The donkeys were terrified when they saw the enemy braying loudly. The Hekagigantes, in turn, were terrified by the braying donkeys and fled the cacophony. In spite of their shocking victory, satyrs never developed a taste for combat, turning back into drunk song and revelry. That doesn't make sense to me. They just don't care for combat. Doesn't make... Let's get the Guardian of Io at the tree I want to protect. Opposite of the nymphs. Ugh. That's not an image I really needed in my head. Alright, melt that chimera. Melt it!
Trees will burn well in the fires of Tartarus.
We must keep at least one Gaia tree alive. Gaia must be summoned to fight Kronos.
Still implies they suck. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. What? Because they chose not to fight, they suck. Today I learned donkeys counter Hecagigantes. I mean, they're supposed to be known as the 100-handed ones or something, right? 100 arms and 50 heads grew out of the shoulders of the Hecaton Hecateres. They were sons of Uranus and Gaia. They were so terrible that Uranus ordered them imprisoned at Tartarus. Four arms can't be donkeys. Hey, where the hell's Amanra? What the hell's she doing back up there? Get down here. I don't really need much more fanatics.
Gaia trees left. We must not let them fall.
Hercules and Heracles. Wasn't Hercules the Roman version? Wasn't he specifically given the name Heracles? In, you know, so Zeus could pacify his wife from her anger? Some shit like that?
It will be impossible for anyone to build walls anywhere on these sunken lands.
Alright, I need to keep the Contarius alive. He cannot absolutely die. So I'll get a couple more.
Kronos is the conqueror before all lesser gods.
Yes, yes, Kronos. Finally do your dramatic entrance.
Kronos,
Ugly bastard.
the earth.
Look at him just melt. Also, that was my fanatic, you goddamn spider. Fuck off. Yes, yes, you're a pissed off child. Heracles. Where's my Contarius? Only one unit can gather from salmon at a time.
Kronos is advancing. Longboats with Norse reinforcements have landed.
Alright, Kronos.
Only Gaia will be able to defeat Kronos.
Psst. Hey, Kronos. See this unit? Chase him. So yeah, we're going to be doing this for the next 5 minutes, guys. Come on, respect the myth, lol. He was a badass. What a weird way to say Hera. Also, these guys are ruining my fun. Why would you want to kick me upside the head? Oh god. I don't know what I did to you. Hey, no, 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 no. You don't lose interest in this pin the tail on the donkey bullshit. Get back here. that poor bastard went flying. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what he's known for, eating his own fucking kids. Hole in his stomach, by the way. Let's see, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, I think was one of them. Hestia. Who else? I can't remember who else. I'm pretty sure those are the main ones, if any. No one kicked this fool. Kronos carries the Temple of Pandora on his back in God of War 1. Never played God of War 1. I'm just thinking that Why, okay, man. Come on, man. 3 minutes of doing chase the goddamn Contarius. Kronos, how are you so slow? How slow does he move? 3.5. A Contarius moves at 6. Fucking hell, Kitchen, you're reminding me of Ryan in the recent achievement hunter that video they just released on Minecraft. Death to Jack. Death to the monarchy. Hera, Demeter, Poseidon, Hades, and Hestia, yeah. Pretty much everyone elder than Zeus. Was it Rhea? Like, Rhea was the father of all those children? Father. Pff, the mother. I can't believe I fucking got that mixed up. Kronos was the goddamn father. God damn it, Foley. I think it was Rhea. Rhea or Thea, it's one of them. Also, don't walk towards Kronos, you dumb idiot. 2 minutes remaining. Please ignore that citizen on the right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Rhea. Revolution against Flag. Oh boy. I don't remember it's Thea or Rhea. Fucking hell. Yeah. I think Chiron was Kronos' kid, actually. Don't ask me how. It's, you know, it's one of those things about myths you don't want to find out. Donkey plus Kronos equals Chiron. 40 seconds remaining. I'm throwing some shade at Chiron. Come on, Kronos, you nearly had him. 20 seconds. Yeah, well, fucking Kitsune, I'm freaking got a headache. I've been streaming for 5 hours and 20 minutes. Straight. Give me alone. Leave me alone, dude. I mean, Christ, I think Zeus turned himself into a woman at some point. Hallelujah. What are you?
It's about time we had a titan on our side.
Alright, let's kick your ass. You've been a bad boy, Kronos.
In wedge.
Bloody regenerate, man. It's insane.
In wedge.
Give me a Terma. Gaia will take no damage. Even Kronos is barely doing any damage. This is child abuse. Yeah, you're not wrong, Kingdom. But, you know, that's myths in a freaking nutshell. Same with Egypt, same with Norse, yada yada yada. I mean, yeah, goddamn it, Kitsune. That's my bloody point. He's still regenerating, by the way, even though I killed him. Now, where the hell are Ajax and Aman-Ra in this cutscene? Explain to me where they disappeared to in the last 2 minutes. This is what I mean about continuity in this expansion pack. Also, the cutscene's still fucked. The ducks.
Krios is trying to escape. Oh, no you don't.
It's not even an ultimate fight there either.
That is over.
Part of it is over, Caster. The Atlanteans are without a leader now. They will need someone to look out for them, to help them rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, where the hell are they? I want Aman-Ra and Ajax here.
Of Atlantis. All hail the son of Arcantos. Honor to Caster!
Do well. Goodbye, my friends. I will see you all soon. Until then, know that I am still at your side.
God damn it, Mike here.
Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get to work.
Kingdom in the extended edition, the cutscenes are fucked. It happens a lot in the original campaign too. Alright, YouTube, that is it. That is Fall of the Trident and the New Atlantis. As a bonus, I will be doing the Golden Gift, but let it be known that if you cannot stand bugged levels, I would not attempt to do it, period. The first 2 levels are a piece of cake. These levels are bugged to all hell, so unless you favor a bunch of retries when I do it, don't follow me trying to do it. That's all I have to say to you guys. So, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this temporary series until I get my new graphics card, and then I'll do a proper level-by-level basis again. So, in the meantime, enjoy. That's all I can say. Remember, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I plan on doing the Doom month in March, because Doom Eternal is coming out on the 20th. So I'll be playing through all the mainline games, and if I beat all the mainline games before it comes out, I will be playing a few mods, like the Golden Souls, and maybe Ashes and Project Anya. So we'll see how we go. And, yeah. So I hope you will join me for that moment, and, I'll be streaming some Nintendo Switch games as well as recording some, so I hope to see you guys then. Bye, YouTube.